Morning, folks. Hope you all are having a great day. Thank you all for checking out the channel and the video. We're going to finish up our series on how thumper spinnerbaits are made today. If you followed along, you've seen where I've started from a bare hook and wire. We poured them, we filed them, we put primer on them, we've painted them, we got the eyes on them. Now it's time to take spinnerbait blanks and actually make a spinnerbait. I'm going to make a couple single spins, couple tandem spins. We can see how this is done. We start out, we got our wire former tool and then we have patterns for each of them, and we just simply take, line these up just like so. They go in the former, and then you just bend them around. This is going to create the eye for the line tie, and we do the same thing with this one. Oops, wrong bait, my sorry. Do the same thing over here. We got to create the line tie first, just like that, and then we'll do the same thing for the tandems. We use a different pattern for the tandem. The wire's got to be a little bit longer, but same principle. You just line them up, put them in the tool, and then bend them around. Just like so. And we have the beginnings of our line ties. Set that tool aside. Now I got these old plier wrench that my dad picked up years and years ago. We just take, and you want to put the where the line tie is going to be just barely in the pliers. Squeeze it down, and then use your thumb, bend it down, and now we got to wrap the wire. And at this point, you can start eyeballing it to get it tuned right. You want the line tie, the wire, and the hook all in one line. Once you have that, now you have your line tie. Then we take another pattern and we line them up. Pair of wire cutters, snip off that wire, set that aside. Now that'll be for a single spin. And we do it the same for the chartreuse one. That one's now aligned. We can trim it down. Okay, now we got the two tandems, which again, that's the same way. We're gonna make the twist to tie the line tie. Check the alignment, make sure everything's lined up properly. Then we take our pattern again, line up the wires, give it a little snip. Now that wire is going to be longer because of the fact that it's going to have two blades on it, so that's why we use the two different patterns. Get our line tie made. Check everything's aligned. trim off trim off the excess. Just like so. Alright. Now we're gonna, instead of working the singles, we're gonna work the two tandems real quick. And so what we got to do, we got to keep the blade, the smaller blade, which is a number 3 Colorado, from hitting the line tie. We use beads for that. We'll just insert beads right there, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to take a, hard to see, but we got a little clevis there that our number 3 blade goes on, and we just slip that on the wire, just like so. Now we got to keep that blade from not only hitting the line tie, but we got to keep it out of the number 4 blade as well, which is your bigger blade. So we put more beads on. Now we got to get our wire tool out, and now we're going to make the loop that's going to hold the swivel on, just like that. And we'll do the same thing for the chartreuse. Put our beads on, just like so. Grab our clevis and our number 3 blade. Put it on the wire. Grab some beads. Got the beads on there. Now we'll make our loop for our swivel again. Just like that. Alright, now we'll get to the singles. Now with it, only 1 blade, we don't need the beads. So we just make our loop for our swivel right there. And we'll do the same for the white. Just like that. Those are done. Now we gotta put our swivel with our number 4 on it. These are all Sampo ball bearing swivels from Roscoe. They're made in New York, so they're American made. My dad started using these, good golly, I can't remember how long ago, but we have very little problems with these. I've got a little container that has the bad swivels that have been collected over 50 years, and considering that we buy them by the thousands, and I probably don't have 200 that are bad over 50 years, that's a pretty good deal. So the gold ones we're going to put on the white. We just hang that on there. They all get checked before they get closed up. You can see there it spins real nice. So now we take our pliers and close that up. Just like so. Now we got to make sure everything's in the proper place. When you close that up, a lot of times when you bend it, that'll be on one side or the other of the wire. And so you have to go and get it back under it, otherwise your swivel can come off or it'll snag a whole bunch of weeds. So now once that's on there, we got to check again. We want to check our alignment, and this one's going to need a little bit of tweaking. You want these aligned because that's going to affect how it runs. You want them to run straight and true, so everything needs to be lined up. And that one is perfect. Now we'll do nickel for the chartreuse. That's a really popular color. The white and gold is my personal favorite. I've caught a ton of fish on that color. So now that's all good. Check our alignment on this one. Need to tweak our loop here where our swivel is. That one is good. And then we do the same thing for our tandems. You want to hang your blade on there, give it a little spin. That's good. Now we'll close these up. Now we got to close that down. Just like that. And check our alignment. That one's good. And we'll do the white one. That swivel's good also. Like I say, the Sampo people are excellent to work with. You know, I have very little problems with any of their products. They do offer terminal tackle as well that you can buy. Go online, check them out. I use their barrel swivels when I'm fishing with weightless worms. Help keep the line twist out. Again, you know, it's American made, so it's good quality stuff. You'll have very little problems, and they offer a lot of other stuff as well, so don't be afraid to go check them out. Got our alignment. That bait's good now. Now the only thing left to do, we got to put our skirts on. We use live rubber skirts, which are made here, handmade in the US also. We just push that up on there. Just like that. And now we have a tandem thumper spinnerbait. We'll put the white single on there. Just like that. Push it up. And we have a single. We use a white and chartreuse for this one. Push that up, just like that. And straight chartreuse for this one. just like that. And that is how thumper spinnerbaits are made, folks. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.